there, I'm Kelly Jackson, owner and creator of the Simply Organized Teacher. This week I'm doing a really fun series where I am doing classroom audits of different classroom teachers. So what they've done is they sent me a quick 1-minute video of an area in their classroom that they are struggling to keep organized. I give them free feedback, ideas, recommendations on things that they can do to organize it just a little bit better, and you get to watch it and you get to get the ideas. So here we go, we're going to dive into today's video. This classroom teacher is going to be showing us her student desk and asking for some ideas on how she can arrange the materials to store them for students a little bit better. So here's what she has to say.
First note is please excuse my messy room. Thanksgiving break just started, so it's a little crazy in here. But
it doesn't look messy to me. I think it actually looks really nice.
My biggest struggle organization at the moment is these really great desks that I can arrange in many different setups, but they don't have table storage. So I'm trying to find a way to organize their tables with their materials that is going to be productive in our classroom for the materials that they need throughout the day, as well as give them workspace. In their bins currently are their headphones, books, the current book they're reading, their classwork folder. But I'm struggling because I have different table arrangements. So I have some singles, some doubles, some small groups, and just trying to make it cohesive and organized is a struggle. So anything that you can suggest would be very helpful. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm going to go back to this picture right here because I feel like this is a good picture. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Hang on. Okay. So right here is a good picture of everything that you've got stored in your bins, which I think is great that you have bins at each table. My first thought is I see headphones in here. Are they using headphones at their desk? Could this be something that each kid gets a plastic baggie with their name on the on the plastic baggie, and then all the headphones go in one bigger crate than this one in an area in your room that you grab whenever you need the headphones. So whether it's going to computer lab, somebody can just grab the box and take it, or if they need to get them out for a station, they can do that. One thing I did in my classroom is students had their own headphones to use whenever we went to computer lab, and everybody was using headphones at the same time. But within my classroom, when they were at the computer station within my classroom, and there were only 2 or 3, I had a pair of headphones there that the kids just used. So that way they weren't having to store headphones all around the classroom. Next is student books are in here. I was trying to look in the peripherals and around the edges of your video. I can't really see, but I'm wondering, like these boxes right here, could you give each kid a box like that for their books that all of their books could go into, and they could be stored in one area in the classroom, and so whenever they need books, they just go there and get their books out of there, instead of only having one book at the table because they might not want to read that one book whenever it's time for reading time. Or could you instead, so one thought was to use these blue bins as book boxes, but the other is if you have enough to also have that be their student desk. So you give each kid one of these boxes, and in it goes their classwork folder, all their books, their headphones, everything that they would put inside of a desk goes in here that sits with them during the day. And then at the end of the day, if you have like a shelf or somewhere where you can store them, I think that would be another really good option of how you can store things a little bit differently. Overall, when I was looking at your video, I can tell that your classroom is really organized. You have homes for everything. The one thing I would consider doing is you have a lot of different desk arrangements in there, and you might have that for a purpose. I don't know. But could you consider doing more desks like this, more teamwork type things, where you have 4 desks together, and then at each desk you have either a stack of those plastic drawers, or maybe you have shelves in your classroom in each, or cubbies or something like that, and each table could have a spot within those cubbies for their classroom materials. Could you do something that instead of, because what I think is maybe part of your issue is you have so many different arrangements going on that you're also having to come up with so many different arrangements of how to store the materials. So my thought process is if you could get a more cohesive way of sitting the students, then could you have a more cohesive way of organizing the materials? So those are my thoughts on that. If I didn't already say this, no, I did say it, but your classroom looks really well organized. I'm really pleased with how simple it is, I guess, at least from what I can see in the video that you showed me. It's not overwhelming and super messy, so way to go, keep up the hard work, and thank you for sending in your classroom.
All right, thank you so much, teacher friend, for checking out today's classroom audit. If you want to figure out how you can get your classroom audited and get some ideas for your specific classroom, head to thesiemplyorganizedteacher.com to find more out. I'll talk to y'all soon.